Hey everyone, it's Juno with Detour Shirts. I've been uploading and designing AI t-shirt designs for over 3 months now, and I have over 100 designs uploaded and designed. If you follow me on social media, you might have seen a lot of them. I post every day. So in this video, I wanted to show you what it really would look like instead of just picking a random top seller and showing you like this is what could happen. These are actual designs that I've put up there, and I think this is more realistic on what you could see after 90 days after uploading 100 designs. So I'm going to go into Redbubble, TeePublic, and Amazon. I'm going to show you how to find what sold, and then after I showed you what sold for me, I'm going to show you 4 different things that you should do now that you've had 100 designs on there. It's kind of my update for the 100 designs rule, but I'm going to show you in real life what to do. So the first place we're going to go to is Redbubble, and I'll show you how to find what sold and what sold for me after 90 days. All right, so here I am on Redbubble. I'm already signed in. The best way to check for your recent sales is manage portfolio. So I'm going to go there. And the reason for this is you can see like your most recent ones up front. So instead of going to see all sales and trying to pick out from all your sales, you can just scroll down from here and you can see right here, Redbubble gives you a nice display of how many comments you got, how many you sold. Now this isn't your profit, this is just how many you sold. So if there's a 1 here, that means you sold 1. If there's a 10 here, that means you sold 10, not that you made $1 or $10. It's how many you sold. And this is how many likes you got. So you can see not very many sold here, but these are the ones I just put on. So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm not going to have you watch it all, but I'm going to scroll down here and count how many of these, how many dollar signs I've had since January. Now I know it hasn't been 100 days since January yet. That's going to be, I think, April 10th or so, but I'm close enough to that I've actually uploaded more than one a day. So sometimes I've taken a concept and done more graphics. You might have seen the ABCD thing that I've done on social media. Sometimes I take one and do a t-shirt and do another one for a t-shirt, and I don't show the other one, but I do upload it. So for instance, like Colorado, I could do one that said something else besides Colorado, maybe Wyoming or something like that. Or for example, this is a good example here where I did this one. I showed this on social media, but I did this one as well for bowling, which is another t-shirt. So I have 100 different t-shirts or more designs on here, and I'm gonna go through them all and show you which one I sold for Redbubble. So after going through my 100 plus designs on Redbubble, this was the only one that sold on Redbubble for $3.30 profit. It probably was a t-shirt, I didn't check exactly, but that's all I got. One sale from Redbubble. Not very much, but out of the 3, Redbubble, TeePublic, and Amazon, Redbubble is the one that I get the least amount of sales. And remember, it's only been 90 days. So this one has been up for probably this, I think this one is a January design, and it has been up longer, and some of the other ones haven't been up longer. So not super surprised, but I'm also surprised I didn't get more, but this could happen. This could happen, especially on Redbubble, because it's my lowest selling print-on-demand site out of the 3. Okay, so here I am on TeePublic. The best way to find out what sold on TeePublic is to go to your account. You can see I'm already signed in. Click on this right here, your account. It's going to pull up this on the sidebar, and what you want to go to is My Store. So I'm just going to click on that. Now the nice thing about My Store on TeePublic is when you scroll down, it also tells you what sold. And again, it doesn't tell you the dollar amount, but it tells you how many. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to scroll down here, look for one that's sold, hopefully a lot more than the Redbubble one, and I'm going to tally them up, and I'm going to show you how many of these that I sold on TeePublic and kind of the profit. I'm going to guess I'm getting $4 each, but sometimes you get $2 for a sale. I'm just going to round it up to 4, and we're going to do the math there. So these are the ones that I sold on TeePublic. You can see right here, I got about 9 sales, so a little better than Redbubble, and I'm just timesing it by 4 for a $36 profit. Now I probably got a little less than that because I bet some of these actually sold when they were on sale, but I didn't take the time to look that up because I kind of have to dig through my sales report to figure that out. So just about there, about 36, probably more like $30. But this one sold twice and everything else sold once, and you can see they're different ones than was on Redbubble. Redbubble only sold that Be Kind lamb one, and that didn't show up here. So different audience, different things that sell here. But again, it tracks with what sells best for me, and that is TeePublic does better selling than Redbubble. All right, so here I am on Amazon Merch on Demand. This is my most popular print-on-demand site out of the three, if you've seen my videos, and I'm expecting it to sell a lot more than TeePublic and Redbubble combined. So the way to find out what's sold on here is really neat, especially if you have Pretty Merch Pro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into products, and what's cool about this is you can go and use manage products. So I'm going to do more filters here, and I'm going to say created after January 1st, right? Boom. And then has sold, yes. So once you do that, you can kind of filter down all the products that have sold and kind of weed out the ones that sold or that were created before this year, and kind of see which ones has created this year. And you can see it nicely tells you that it did sell and what your royalties are and so on. So I'm going to tally up this list here and also do the same thing we did for the other ones, and kind of show you the breakdown on what sold. And there's also multiple marketplaces too, so I'm also going to show you what marketplace it sold and what type of product that is also here: premium, standard, tank top, and so on. So lots and lots of information on this one with Amazon Merch on Demand, which I really love. And so you can kind of break down like what's the bestseller and kind of help you decide what to design next. So these are the products that I sold on Amazon Merch on Demand. So a lot more than I did with TeePublic and Redbubble combined. So I'm going to move my face here above here, and so you can see these are all the ones. Now some of them were the same, like this is the one that sold on Redbubble, but some of them are a lot different than the ones that sold on TeePublic and so on. So you can see I put it right here, one of this one and one of that one and two of these and two, and then I also put what marketplace. So you can see mostly US sales, some of the other sales, and I'm going to break that down just a little bit for you, but just take a look at this. These are some of them that sold, 27 in total, because I counted these twice, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. 27 sales, and not all of them were t-shirts. Some of them were pop sockets, some of them were phone cases, some of them were hoodies, and so on. So I'll break that down too. Okay, so here's the breakdown of what types sold best. So you can see premium shirt, standard shirts here, phone case, hoodies, v-necks, and so on. So it's good to put it on all the products on Amazon Merch on Demand, because you never know what product's going to sell. But if you have to pick only one, I would say standard shirt is the one that sold the most for me. But you can see if I didn't put it on all products, I would have lost out on that sale and that sale and that sale and so on. Now here's the breakdown of the profit for each one. So you can see I got $373 for this shirt and $578 for selling this and so on. And these are the prices in that country. So these are euros, the French euros, Spanish and UK euros, and Japanese yen. So after breaking it all down, you can see I made $94.75 in profit, almost $100 here on Amazon with my 100 designs that I uploaded. But check this out. I converted it to US dollars here as best I could and kind of got that. So it's not exactly right, because sometimes the conversions could be a little off, but about $94. And this is the breakdown. How many sold in US and how many sold for each product here. So that's kind of, you can see standard shirt again, top winner, but you know, don't miss out on these, because all of these added up and can add up to a lot of sales too. Same thing with this, like US is the most important, but if you didn't put it on all markets, you may have missed out on all of these sales too. So now that you see what sold for me after uploading 100 designs, the next question might be, well, what do I do next? And if you saw my 100 design rules video, this one right here, I went over a few things. Now the first thing is that you need to wait. You need to wait longer than 3 months. Now some of these have actually been on here for almost 3 months. A lot of them were put on in January, and I'm going to show you the breakdown between which one of these that sold are from January, which one are from February, and which one are from March, because I've uploaded 3 months so far, and it'd be interesting to see out of the ones that sold on Amazon, which ones are from January. All right, so take a look at this. This is the breakdown of all the sales I made from Amazon Merch on Demand in the last 90 days for the 100 designs. And take a look at how many of them are from January. So January all the way over here. In fact, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them were from February, and only one of them was from March. And what that tells you is you actually need a little bit more time to sell some of these. Give it a good 3 months, like I said in my video, and we're gonna see a lot more sales in 3 months for these. I'm gonna guess that a lot more February stuff are gonna be selling this month, and a lot more stuff in March and February will be selling next month too. So as we get longer, that's how print on demand works. It just takes time to get these sales going, get some organic traffic. Now, a lot of these don't have ads on them. A lot of these are just organic traffic. So I'm really hoping that it just picks up over time and just naturally gathers more and more views and more sales. And as they get more sales, like these are more likely to sell again because now they have a BSR and they can rank up a little higher on the pages. So tip number 2, what I would say after looking at this and seeing what sells and what doesn't, is if you're selling on 2 or 3 different print-on-demand sites, you may want to look at the one that's the lowest, in my case Redbubble, and maybe slow down on the one that's not giving you a lot of profit and put more energy into the one that is giving you more profit, in this case Amazon. So take a look at which ones you're doing. If you're only doing one print-on-demand site, which I would suggest you do if you're just started, then this doesn't matter. You just keep concentrating on the one that you're doing. Or if you feel like you have more time, maybe pick one more print-on-demand site that you don't have, and maybe try that out too, and put all the designs, those 100 designs now that you have, and put it on a different site and see what happens after 3 months for that one, to see if it beats out the one that you had before. But only do that if you feel like you have enough time to dedicate to that. If you're already struggling to just do one print-on-demand site, then continue to do that print-on-demand site until about 6 months and figure out if it's actually worth it. If you're only getting a few sales after 6 months, then maybe stop that one and try a different one. So the third thing you're gonna wanna do after you get some of this data that you got from getting sales over 90 days is to do more of what's working. And let me show you why that matters. So I'm gonna move this from here so you can see just a little bit what I'm talking about. So I sold this one right here, right? And actually the one that I posted on social media was this one. You can see I actually did both of these, but this is the one that sold. So in this ABCD thing that I promoted, you can see I used that one. So since that one sold, I might want to do one of these other ones to get me a more sales. You can see the duck, maybe the duck niche is doing really well, so I can do more. Same thing here. The pilot one, the one that I posted on social media, actually didn't sell for me, but this one did. This one that I used the plane, you can see it sold 2 times for me on Amazon. Same with the musubi. I used this one, which is this one, and this one sold for me. So I might want to go back and use this design or this design. You can also do this with scaled design. So the one that I actually showed online was Colorado, but I actually made more than Colorado as part of my 100 designs. Is I did one for Montana, and the Montana one actually sold. So when you come and do these things, think about ways that you can actually make more of them. These two are pretty similar, but they have different words, right? I just used the same graphics in kind of a different way, and it sold this. So here's another version. So and on Redbubble, this is the one that sold. I think it also sold on Amazon as well. So this is the Be Kind version. So all these, I could swap out this. I could swap out the lamb, right, and put in the cats, or I could put in this, or I could totally make a different design with the Be Kind. Same thing with the basketball. You can see I did basketball. I actually did this one that's not part of ABCD. I tried a different one, and I put that up as well. So I could put different things in here. Instead of saying basketball, I could say something else. I could use the goat or the panda or this, and try different designs for the basketball niche, since I got a lot of sales for basketball. So that's what you want to do, is to look at what sells best for you and then do more of it, trying to get more sales. Because the thing is, if you sold some of this, the chances of you selling something else very similar are a lot higher than trying to do something totally new. Now, the fourth tip that I want to share with you is to do some marketing. So it's very easy to do some marketing on Amazon with Amazon ads if you have it. If you haven't seen that video, I had a 3-part video with Cameron from Merch Jar, and he does so many good ads and teaches how to do it. I'll put that video right here. But if you're on some of the other sites like Redbubble and TeePublic, where they do not have ads on their site to boost your sales on page 1 and page 2, you might want to use social media. And I just did a video right here about how to use some of those things on TeePublic for social media, as well as I've done videos for Pinterest and other things for Redbubble. So you're going to want to put your designs on social media like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and not just blast it out, but maybe show how you've designed stuff, or maybe show why this is really good or how long it took. You don't want to just keep posting about buy my things. You kind of want to share and say why this is good or who's it for, and so on. So think about that when you're showing your things on social media. People don't actually want to be sold all the time, but they do want to see good art, and they do want to see fun things, and they do want to see how to put things together and things like that. So you want to build a brand of followers that way. You don't want to just try and push sales all the time. You want to give instead of ask, and I think that can build your following a lot better. There you go. Hopefully this video is really helpful for you, so you can see realistically what to expect on some of these. These aren't not the best sellers, and I know that they will sell more and more as we go longer. We haven't done the whole 3 months. I might have to do a video again after 3 months and see 3 months after putting in 100 designs what happens, and I'm sure the numbers are going to go up on some of these. I would, to help that, I would put some marketing on it, some Amazon ads on it, and I'm going to try that as well to see if that actually helps. So thanks again for watching, and if you want to see another video, I'll put the video about creating these designs from scratch with AI. I'll put that video right here. So you can see how to do this if you're interested on making t-shirts with AI. Thanks again for watching, and as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.